Lourdes Corvo, Danny Wicks,
Geraldine Amendola.
Sara Suarez.
Isabel.
Well, somebody.
Isabel Diaz here.
Maria Borges, Nancy Rogers.
Omar Samara.
Jacqueline Levine.
Pedro Fiallo,
Maria, would you like to take note? Or you guys? I can tell. No.
Jacqueline. Omar.
See, is Gladys here? Yes. I'm trying to catch up.
Lottie.
Everybody's here, the ones that are not here.
Raise your hand.
But Dottie is not on the list. is she?
Oh, yeah, put her on there. Mira,
What?
mira.
No.
Right
she's
here.
not.
Just make sure she's added to minutes.
Okay, I added it.
That's the minutes.
Okay,
Dottie's missing on the list.
okay, I added
Committee
See, I'm.
Daisy.
on it.
Is that a slap in the face, huh?
it. You say so,
Maria
Jackie.
here.
Nancy,
Oh, my guy's not here.
Wow.
Oh, Maggie's not
if
here.
you say so.
I'm sorry?
Nancy, are you here?
Yeah, Nancy's here.
Geraldine. How long?
Gladys Pino still on. no?
Gladys not here.
Maria Milagros.
I think it just that's on here either.
No. Omaida, Maria Planes.
Oh, my not
Isabel?
here.
No, Maida no, and Maria.
Isabel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isabel is here, yeah, she's
Okay,
here.
pero then Gladys.
Gladys is not here.
Here, yeah, so the people that I have outwards for the record.
Been removed. Dory, Kaplan, shouldn't she have been removed?
Yeah, she was removed.
So just gonna take her out.
And then what we've had, you're taking notes, Maria?
Mhm.
You guys are a total of 20.
Okay.
Me, no, sorry, 18.
Thank you.
So we have 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 11, yes. Over 4.
Jesus, we should have deletions and corrections. We have to add,
Wait, we have that. How is the information there? Corrections. And then put in the minutes.
Let me see.
You add anything? No?
deletions and corrections. Anybody wanna add anything or anything? No? Approve, everything?
I'm a little concerned with the wording of this. It could just be the wording.
It could be me, remember I did it, so.
When a month, comments from the chair.
Summer activity?
Where are we? Or what are you concerned about?
You're
them?
here?
She's doing comments from the chair.
Item 7, comments from the chair, page 4, May 14. Is that what we're up to? Approving the minutes?
Yeah, we're looking at it,
Yeah.
how we doing?
The wording on this is a little bit ambiguous, I thought. If it is a legitimate reason, it's acceptable after they've missed 3 meetings. When a member does not attend any function or meetings and months transpire,
Yeah.
why months transpire? I thought if they missed 3
3
meetings.
meetings.
Through the chair, just to
They
be
don't,
very
they
clear,
don't mean consecutive months, they're just talking about certain months when the person, that's the only way it could be construed, otherwise it does not make sense.
remember that the minutes are a recap of what was stated in the meeting. So if that's what was stated in the meeting, that should stay as is, even if it's factually, if it's correct or not, just, if that's what was mentioned, that's what should stay. For the sake of the minutes, that's what you're recording.
Agreed.
However, to not confuse you guys, I would not go off of what was stated, and I would ask you to please look at the committee rules so you can understand what the absences, how the absences are gonna work. Because there's a lot of detail for the, regarding absences for the new committee rules. So I would just ask you guys to look at it, and I'll take this opportunity as a reminder.
I put it here
Okay,
to talk
yeah,
about it
next
here.
week, Monday, there's a workshop, so
Right.
And I put it here to talk about
they'll
it.
clarify everything for you guys.
So the minutes from the last meeting passed.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Second.
Ahora es, okay, vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, discussion.
Any discussion?
Oh, hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye. You know, pass.
Any nays? Hearing no nays, motion passed.
Motion passed. Now I go back here, right? Additions and corrections and deletions. Anything? Anybody have anything to correct or delete or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna approve the minutes, we get it backwards and public comments.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, public.
For the record, I don't see anyone online.
Okay.
And I'm not really public, I'm staff, but
Yes.
same old, right? I think Mr. Piano knows, and I think Nancy can already give my little speech. This is Justin, Susana, we work in the Transportation and Planning Department. And we are about to embark, we're already started, we're starting the Vision Zero, task force. We're starting with a giant study to look at the entire city and the entire, all our facilities, pedestrian, vehicle, transit, from the standpoint of safety. And in order to prevent high injuries or deaths by 2050. So this is basically a big effort to change the conversation on how we talk about how to design roads, sidewalks, crosswalks, and all of the above, right? So that when we tell the county, hey, we need you to fix the sidewalk, that they don't come with their predetermined, traffic flow first priorities, that we talk about safety first. So that's what we're about to start. I am very excited about this because it's gonna change the way that I can express myself when I talk to FDOT, to the county, to the TPO, to the people that give us the funding to do the things we do. And that look at the drawings of what we propose to do, and then tell us that we can't do it because yaggity, yaggity, yaggity. I can always say, if it's based on the Vision Zero framework, I can say, yes, you have to do this because it's safer. And that has to be a good enough reason, right? So at that end, what am I doing here?
Okay, well, how can we help you?
I know, that's what I'm doing here. I'm here to recruit you all. 'Cause I'm here to recruit you all.
Some of the issues.
Yes, because your eyes are invaluable to me, your perspective. As users of our systems, of our sidewalks, of our pedestrian crossings, of our lack of pedestrian crossings. It's important for us to find out what facilities do you not find safe. And I'm okay with it doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel safe, it means it's not safe. Because if you're not using it because it doesn't feel safe, I want to know. Make sense?
Yeah.
So to that end, I'm gonna give you something that's a little bit technical. But hopefully either you can use it yourselves or you can come to one of the workshops where you can bring your notes and I'm be happy to put this in for you. Justin is gonna give you all a postcard that has a QR code that you can take a picture with your phone and it will take you to a website where we have a map that you can drop a pin in any location that you have a comment for, right? And at this point, we're collecting information. We're doing studies and we're collecting data from the state and from accident data and from crashes and from all the places. But again, your perspective as a very particular type of user of the roadway system, both in vehicle when you're driving and when you're walking, or when you're walking your dog, or when you're using the parks, anywhere where you don't feel safe, be it for lighting, be it that the sidewalk is not wide enough, be it that the crosswalk, it doesn't give you enough time to cross with the light, some of them are very tight, right? All of these things, if you drop in, or you can shoot me an email, I'll be, the richer this map is, the more things I have to sort of give to the consultant to make better recommendations, right?
Okay.
Is that Gabriel from Pampa Chef, his sidewalk is front of the old road.
Put it on the map or send me an email. If you guys, again, if you don't feel comfortable using the little map on the thing, because it works, but it's also sometimes whatever. I'm happy to do that for you. Justin has nothing better to do than talk. He'll be ever so happy to put all the pins in the map that you want to put it. And we will have workshops. And another reason that we're here, sorry, Nancy, is that I want to be invited to all your parties.
We do have great ones.
Yes, I know, because I want, and when we come to your parties, we will bring like a laptop that we can drop things directly onto the map. Because they're gonna be like listening workshops. Obviously, if you all are playing bingo, I'm not gonna be like standing in front of the bingo, lady, not letting her
You
do
lady,
her
don't
thing,
you?
but I'll be on a little corner and like allowing anybody that wants to come and tell us whatever they want.
Okay.
What's our next date to
Yeah,
invite?
sorry,
her?
Nancy. I'm sorry.
August.
August.
August 21st.
Yes. Yes,
Why not?
we, she has me well updated.
Oh,
That's how we
okay.
need to be here. Yeah,
Nancy has a question. Go ahead.
yes, go ahead,
Nancy.
you're-
Okay, I just want to be sure I heard correctly. Is this our viewpoint, just an elderly person? Or if we also see something else, I would think our
However your
input
views
would
were,
be helpful.
yes, I know that you've seen me in several of these discussions. I'm looking for every viewpoint we have,
Okay,
from
Yeah,
your own
we can
personal
all be on-
experience, from your life
Just wanna be honest.
experience, if you understand these things, like obviously, we all have different life experiences. It matters to me to see it from all angles.
and then there's.
So, and every person is a world, I want to see it from all your worlds. Yes, not just like necessarily because you're an elderly person or not, like, obviously, that's a very valid and important viewpoint. But also, if you've lived your life in law enforcement and you happen to know a little bit of that, yes, I happen to appreciate that too. So that's not, if you happen to know something about something, by all means, drop it in too.
Well,
There's
since you
no-
brought up law
Got
enforcement,
4 Nancy.
are you going to make this announcement and the public safety committee, or am I going to do it?
Yeah, we already did that. Yeah.
2 million.
I already recruited public
I
safety
can't do it, I told her,
and
I'm gonna be 81. She
concerned
says,
about the youth activities committee.
"You see three?"
I know this is a good thing, but I'm a little concerned about the youth activities one, but maybe we'll go to that one or not, right?
Thank you.
She knows what I mean.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
caring.
Yes, and like I said, this is very important to us because it changes the way we talk about things. And it changes the conversation, and that's why I'm very excited about it because. Yes.
Because the trees are lifting up the.
And-
It's
and-
all over.
That a lot of things are, yes, a tree lifted up, so that would be a pointed issue
Mhm.
on a specific spot. But a lot of things are systemic in the sense that we're designing these sidewalks to be a little too narrow. And therefore, when the tree lifts up a little corner of the sidewalk, you don't really have enough room to maneuver around whatever thing happened, that time happened to happen because things happen, right? So there's that. And then there's the way that we design things that make it that is so important that that's the only thing we can talk about. So I want to be able to get to all of it and sort of document it and put it all on paper and make a big giant study with all kinds of graphics and numbers and charts and all this nonsense that the state and the county and all these people want every time we say we want an improvement of something and they say, do you have a study? And I say, okay, maybe. I happen to know that we need to do this, but do you have a study? So I can say, yeah, I have a study. Here's my study. Here's where, it's documented that this is necessary.
Okay, so we keep this, pass it around, and you'll come to yourself.
Is
Thank
there a
you.
deadline?
We're working on this right now. It has to be adopted by the end of the year.
And
So, the sooner you start giving me your opinion, the more I have to pass on to the consultant. The consultant is right now recruiting information and collecting data and collecting stuff. Eventually, when they start writing, like things begin to start gelling, right? Because eventually it's gonna get all.
and you mean fiscal year?
And no, I
You're
mean,
not talking about-
calendar year. I'm talking about
Really?
calendar, yeah.
Good, good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a very fast and furious activity. And we have a wonderful consultant that you all meet. He's very animated. He talks a lot,
Good.
but and I have a lot, high hopes for the product of this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Treasurer's report.
I love this balance that we have. Because today, 35,975.
No.
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 Right now.
That's not the right document, it's another.
I say, wow. Oh, I was like, what is this? Do we got any more money? Okay, so the 9,424. And what is? It was in the
Give her.
Don't forget the 30 cents.
yeah.
Comments?
So this is the budget, right? This is the last page is the budget, next year budget.
Correct.
Yeah, that's for
Okay.
next year.
for the next year, just to clarify. Yeah.
In our calendar.
Page 7.
We have to talk about budget already.
No, but the budget right now. is this one, this page.
Sarah,
Yeah, the one.
There's a page number at the bottom.
Okay.
Yes, makes
Page
sense.
7.
Correct.
When do I fit it in here? Any business? I'm gonna try to report. We have to do the budget for next year.
Yes, that is the budget, the other page, that I mentioned, is the budget for next year. It's October, right? We had October.
Yeah, it starts October first, but the
October.
budget is due on Tuesday for all committees. So this is the meeting where you guys have to discuss and confirm what it is that the request is gonna be from the committee.
Oh, they never give us more.
Well, I know some, well, here, wait, 2025, sorry. Let's look at 2025. 2024, 2025.
Last year they gave us how much?
On the current year right now, you guys are at 35,975. That's at 35 you see on.
Yeah, this is exactly fine, yeah. So it was due next
Should we request the
Tuesday.
same or should we? request-
I'm sorry. I said that incorrectly. You guys were given 30,500.
I was gonna say.
So
that they
35 comes from the sponsors.
Okay, so that doesn't count.
So 35 times 30,500 is what you were.
Is
given.
the budget that we have.
So if you notice, there's two line items, let's say for 2025, 2026. There's two columns.
One.
There's two columns, so one of them says need and the other one says wish. Essentially, what. Look at the column.
Okay.
Agree. Stop.
One says need, so the last three columns you guys have to fill out, the last three columns you guys have to fill out. You'll notice that there's different line items and a lot of them say zero throughout the years. That's just to reflect things that you guys may have done in the past that you're maybe not using right now. So that just serves as reference. You can keep it at zero if it no longer applies. However, the difference between need and wish. Need is essentially, let's say they were giving you the same 30,500. How are you gonna break it down? Maybe there's more of a need in one line item versus another, so you have to juggle that. Your wish is if you're asking for extra dollars altogether, how much are you asking extra and where?
Okay, so we would start like line one,
Yeah,
elderly
you would
affair
go-
committee,
Yeah,
that would stay the
that's the
same,
zero,
because we don't get paid.
So you
Right.
can jump down all the way.
that's because when you guys first started, you only had one, you probably only had one line item. The committee has grown over the years, that's no longer up.
So we put zero and zero,
Zero.
right? The art, whatever, zero and zero, because we had to, should we, right?
Yeah, so as Rosario goes down the list, if there's anything that piques your attention and you need clarification on, like jump in,
Let me
or
know.
raise your hand so we can go together.
Okay, transportation, that was the freebie. That
Exactly.
we
free.
took
We don't need
out.
to do that.
We don't need to do that.
And that's a zero, because that's from the town.
Zero,
Yeah,
zero.
all the time. So
Rock steady bar, we don't do that anymore,
No.
boxing.
you
Zero,
guys haven't
zero.
done them in a couple of years.
Eh,
But again, just because you don't do it doesn't mean
If
you
we-
guys have to tell me
If we want to,
yeah,
do
you
it.
want
Does
to.
it, if there's anything anybody wants to do,
What's, transportation?
that was the freebie.
That
Yeah,
was-
we used to, they pretend to give
They-
us like money and then they.
Okay, what happened was, I'll clarify that a little bit. They didn't have the freebie on Saturday and Sunday, so we were sponsoring it so that
In a
the
way,
elderly could
right.
go to their service,
Church and all that stuff.
so their services, their religious services. And then they went, but no, why should you be carrying it? And
Because they,
stuck it in their budget.
right, other people go beside.
Apparently, we were the only ones paying.
Yeah, so the town is in charge now.
Computer classes.
Wait, the Rocky, nobody, the
Nobody
Rocky's
does that.
boxing, no, right?
No,
No?
no. If you wanna do it, you could do it. Okay, computer classes,
Would that be like, what the students wanted to do, the students from,
This is a little different. This is, I believe that this is just probably an old line item, because I believe programming, we have programming for
Right.
computer classes now, but it goes to the Parks Department, so the Elderly Affairs Committee doesn't pay for that, unless you guys are asking for extra classes.
the domino tournament was free, nobody, we didn't have to put any money, so that's 0-0. And we do it again, and that City of Hialeah sponsored it, so.
Correct.
Yeah, but you guys used to do your own as well.
Yeah, we used to do it.
We usually do it up here at the Robert.
Right, but if we do it, it will be
We don't
sponsored
do
by
it.
somebody when,
It's a difference.
okay, and community forums,
Is that Mount Sinai?
I'm sorry?
Is that Mount Sinai?
It's similar to it's anytime any sponsor or any vendor comes out to give an information, remember that sometimes it's nonprofit, so they can't offer the donut or the coffee, and then you guys have come in and provided supplies for the event.
We keep that at that amount.
You keeping it the
Well, we
same,
can
you're saying?
Drop it? No more.
Like, everybody that has come lately has paid for their own, right?
Mostly.
Mostly,
We
right?
can drop it to
I
to
can,
five
I
hundred.
think we should drop it a little bit and take it for something. All right.
What do you think?
And take
You're
it for
saying
something.
500?
Would you I was gonna say recommend 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, 500.
And that's community forums, correct?
Right.
Yes. Halloween social, why does it say zero? Because we get sponsor money?
Because your socials all live under SS, which is
Right.
all the way at the bottom.
Okay, so it's zero,
Again, I think
zero.
that was an old line item.
Helping Hands, 0, 0. Health fair, that's, we make money there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
health care,
but-
yes.
What do we have 2,000?
You guys are, no, 2,175 is what, that's sponsored dollars, that's why it says amended.
Okay, so
budget.
that's
You
different.
really had zero was given to.
I
Okay.
think we should, that we always get money, so I
Right.
think it should stay that way.
Zero. Yeah, the people give us money.
Right.
Holidays, that's down.
There
Wait,
are-
wait, what is helping hands?
I believe it's a hurricane thing, but I could be wrong,
No, no.
or, but I don't know, I was.
Maybe it was
Cherry
when they were
swap.
feeding, maybe when we were feeding people. Yeah.
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the
Yeah.
drive-bys.
No,
No?
Those are still
No.
considered our being.
those are bingos.
Or maybe when we went to their homes and dropped off cookies.
No,
I think it was during the hurricane.
No.
it has nothing to do with the bingo.
Okay, then we let it go. We don't know what it is.
Is
We
it
don't
not
know what it
COVID?
is. we
So we're
can
not
wait.
gonna do it right.
Okay.
Meet and greet, I think we had.
Health fair,
11,000.
What'd you say for health fair?
What do you say about the health fair?
That we
It was
make
zero.
money, we don't lose money.
So
there.
it's
You
a
left
zero.
out- you left out holiday social, I believe.
And because it goes in the line item, but at the end.
It goes under senior
Well,
social.
You just did health fair and you skipped to. some-
No, I went 0, 0, 0, 0.
Zero.
All those, the lines on top belong to the line at the bottom, where it says social, they're all together.
Yeah, so we're at the.
Meet and greet.
Meet and eat.
Meet and eat, okay. We had 11,750, and we seem to have done well, so we should keep that the same, right?
Yes,
So these are your bingos, to be very,
My
this is
bingo.
your bingo line item.
Because we get monies too.
I would say that for reference, take a look at what you spent, you have the current budget and the thing
Right,
before.
that's what I was.
Your actuals are what you
Me
spent
and
per
you.
line item.
So if we go to the one right now,
We spent
actuals,
11, 12,000.
10,000.
Is that the 10,000?
10,000.
That's where you're at right now, so far.
But you see how we made money at the end?
Yes, you guys do because.
So we get sponsor money,
Because
so
you-
11 is okay. 11, let's keep it at 11.
So the 11,750, the
Yeah,
same?
we.
So you guys wanna keep it the same?
Hold on.
The 11 may have worked in the past, but you have to take into
yeah,
account,
we have
we
more
are
people.
getting a lot more people at these bingos.
Well, let's make it
And
12.
instead
because
of-
that's-
expensive.
250, then
We add the 250. let's make
I
it
mean, this
12.
is what we're asking for, that doesn't mean we're gonna get it.
No, but we're gonna
Well,
bring
this is
it,
a rearrangement of funds, so this is.
we're just rearranging.
So, yeah.
We wish, I can wish, we put 15,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do let's put 12, right?
Right.
But in the wish, I'll put 15.
Right.
Right.
Okay,
That's good?
What do we put
I
in?
think.
12,000.
Well,
Instead to have
I
the
think
11,
idea.
That's it.
Yes.
we're gonna have to.
Right, so we.
12 in the actual and 15 in the wish.
Correct.
So we have.
Miscellaneous, expensive.
Let's keep the conversation to one, cause
Yeah.
you guys are gonna get confused.
Miscellaneous, well, Nancy, if you fall behind,
I'm
miscellaneous
I'm covered.
expensive.
I'm fine.
So. I think
You're
we should
gonna
have
ask
a
me
budget
about-
for miscellaneous expenses.
What, like?
The council, I believe,
Oh, they won't
council,
allow
they
it, that's
don't-
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
then
right,
no, it's
so
0, 0.
I forgot.
Senior trips, we had $6,000, which is good. What did we spend?
so far.
Yeah.
Then we should put
I mean,
$6,000.
you spent you're almost at your
$6,000.
$65 left and you have a good
I was-
3 field trips left.
I think we should up that.
Yeah, we spent almost 6,000.
So what should we put, 75? And then wish for 10?
Yeah,
I think so.
sure, why not?
Yeah, he-
75, yeah.
because now the buses are more.
Buses are more expensive,
Okay,
right?
75,
Everything's more expensive.
Buses
And
maybe
then I
500
wish
to
for 10.
1,700.
I wish for 10.
How much did you put, 75?
77,500.
I will do 8, exactly. Why don't you
Okay,
do
let's
the
do
whole
it.
thing?
Let's- Yeah, 'cause this is all.
Because you know what? the problem is, we're already at.
8,000?
Yeah, we already
Ah.
spent $50.
Yeah,
With
we have
the
$50
senior
and
citizen.
we're not at the end of the year, we don't,
She said
So 8,000 and then we're gonna wish for 10.
and people liked going to the theater. They really
We're gonna
enjoy
wish
it.
for
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, so all the other ones that are pretending lines, right? We're just gonna put zeros all the way down until we get to the social,
senior social, that's it.
right?
How? We asked for
Senior
12, how much
social.
have we spent so far?
And we spent
Senior
7,000, 6,943.
That's all?
Because of the.
You may
exposure.
have some credit card charges that haven't hit yet,
Mm.
but even then, I mean, that's not gonna take up, that's.
No, that's pretty good. That's all we
So-
spent, 6,000, that's all we spent.
6,000?
But you also have sponsors, right?
Yeah,
Or no?
Yeah, but that's,
Yeah,
yeah,
but still, 6,000, which is.
that's good. So here,
we have 12, right?
Leave it at 12.
yeah,
have 12.
okay, let's keep it at 12, or unless we can take
I
some
wish
there.
15,
I would do
I would
15.
do, I
And
would
wish
do.
15?
wish 15, yeah.
Okay, 10, okay, 12.
Wait, can I make a suggestion? Cause they don't like increasing our budget.
Oh, they won't.
And where the seniors like these field trips because they like the theater, they like the cultural things that
Mhm.
Yeah.
are more expensive. So I say, and we had gone from 6 to 8 as need. Which meant we went up 2,000 and we are, with our senior socials,
You wanna go down to
I would go down at least 1,000.
balance for the other two we gave up there?
So, and then we're only asking for.
We've only
1,000.
spent 6.
We won't, right, we've only
So
spent
11
six.
is 2.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go down two, you're.
Let's go down 2 and then we balance.
Alright,
We'll make that 10.
alright, so we're doing
10.
10 for the
And
field
then,
trips.
Yeah.
So you got.
and then I'll wish for 13.
And then, oh yeah, I would definitely wish for 13.
Quick question, if we ask for less, like, let's say we write less, they'll give us less.
No, you know.
But you're not really asking for less, cause if you.
It's gonna balance
It's
out.
all
but those
balancing out to
numbers
the
again,
same
When you
amount.
add it up,
Okay,
we're
so
just
we-
moving it around.
They're just moving it to what
Yeah.
line item? That's what the need is. The
Right.
need is
What's-
supposed to
what's
equal
the
the
next
same
one?
amount,
That
just
just
maybe
said-
different line items depending on how you guys need it.
Yes.
It's gonna be 10.
See, 12.
So it went from, the field trips went from 6. We went from 6 to 8. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
10,000,
8, I'm
3,500.
How much?
6 to 8.
3,500, it came out the same.
And then the
Yes, the seniors.
socials went down to, we upped the senior field trips 2,000 and we reduced the social by 2,000.
And now-
So,
So the social will be,
10.
Right,
Ten.
socials at 10.
And then the wish?
And then
The
the
wish.
field trip got the 10, the 2 that we took away from the socials.
No, the wish,
The wish?
you wanna do 12?
If you guys want, let's do one column at a time. We just went,
Okay.
I think you guys went very into detail with the need. I can go over and then you make a motion, so we approve that part of it and then we can do the list.
Alright, go.
Okay,
okay.
so I'm only mentioning the line items that we're putting a number for. This is for your need. So we have 500 for community forums, 12,000 for meet and eat, which is bingo.
Right.
8,000 for senior field trips and
Mhm.
10,000 for senior socials, which are your themed parties.
Right.
That brings you to the same total budget of 30,500. Now,
Now
if
we had
anybody
last
wants to
year.
put a motion.
Go ahead.
Make a
No,
motion.
wait,
for-
you're not gonna
Make
question.
a motion to approve those numbers.
And then she
Is
went.
there a second?
Second.
Okay, now there was discussion. Somebody had.
No, now you
discussion.
talk. Go ahead.
No, if you look at the previous years, you guys used to get a lot more money for those bingos.
No,
So,
No.
No.
It looks like.
your
from here,
actuals are what was spent, not
Yeah.
what you were
We
given.
used to get
Okay, but
2,800 and
But
we,
in 2023, 2024, you have 17,500.
Because you guys get sponsors.
That's sponsor money.
Those are your actuals, those are not the budget, that's not budget money, that's how much was spent by.
So, but then the actual before that says 24, I'm confused.
That's how much money you guys, that's how much money you guys spent.
Yeah,
That's
but
not how
you-
much money you
No,
were
the
given.
difference is that in this one here, you get
get
actual
details.
and
Yeah,
sponsor.
these
These are
are
all,
all
the other
details.
ones are
You
all.
guys have details, all the information is online, but just for the sake of this worksheet,
Please, you know,
this is what's expanded.
so, so this is approved, right?
And
Any.
it came with the same
Well,
total,
there's a
30,000,
Oh, this is.
it came to the same total, 30,500.
Exactly.
Just that. Yeah, so we send out.
all in
All in
favor?
favor?
Ah,
Aye.
Any nays?
Nay.
Hearing no nays, motion passed.
Okay, so now we should do the wish, one, so we're all clear.
Alright. Wish away.
Now, the wish, well, the same thing, the line item, 500 for 500 is gonna stay, what is that? The community forum, we went down. And then we wish for more money. And the meeting,
Yeah,
we're wishing 15,
yeah.
$3,000 more. And then for the senior field trip, I put 10, and we're wishing for $2,000 more. And then the senior social will 13. Which then gives us, they'll give us a total of 38,500.
Correct?
Yes.
Good,
Alright,
I mean,
Good.
I'll
I'll-
wish it and it's.
I'll make a motion to pass our wish.
Second.
Yeah.
Any discussion?
Any discussion?
Discussion?
All
No,
in favor?
Hold on, hold on.
What was that, the total amount for the wish list?
38,500.
3,500.
So basically, we're asking for
$8,000.
$8,000 more than
Eh,
this.
Exactly.
We'll see. You say no?
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing no nays, motion passes.
Yay, we're moving on.
So just so everybody knows that you guys, this is the first time you're going through the budget season with us. You really won't know your final budget that is approved until like a few days before the start of the fiscal year. So the start of the fiscal year is October 1st, towards the end, the last days of September, the final budget gets.
She has to present it to the committee.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it Tuesday?
And there's,
And then they ask questions like why.
I should come with her to support.
yes.
We always.
When is the budget meeting?
I don't know right now, I know it was sent, but I have to go through it, I'll send you guys an email with the official date and time, and that's the opportunity for the committees to present this that we just talked about. And you guys pretty much to make your case as to why you.
Just to
And the
understand,
final
if we-
budget is the end of September.
Go ahead.
So let's say we wanted to do a Domino's
We'll get sponsored.
contest. We'll get sponsors, even though we'll do it at the Miami Lakes location.
So let me
Not the high
interject
income.
for a second, if there's any new events you guys foresee putting on next year, this is your opportunity to
To put it on.
request those funds. Cause once the
Just
fiscal
have to
year.
put it on
Yeah, but that will be part,
Of the senior
we could put it as part of the
No,
social.
No,
We have to put
No.
it separate?
No, that's not the same thing, but if you're not asking for money, if you're just asking for approval for a new event, you just go to council at it whenever you're due for your report and you ask for approval.
Okay.
But if you need funding,
You have to open up the discussion again, because you already voted on it.
I'm not saying that, I don't know, I don't open this,
Okay.
I understand what you mean, but I'm just explaining something, so
Right.
just.
Okay.
So you understand, this would have been the point, or if you guys wish to reopen it, as Nancy mentioned, then this is the opportunity you have to request extra funding that you may need for any extra or new activities you
Can
foresee
we do
doing next fiscal year.
Running around in one of our meetings?
You guys are allowed to move money around as long as it's under $700. If it's over 700, you have to go to council for approval. And
That was my question.
if it's for a
Yeah.
new event, if it's for a new event though, you also need approval from council to put on that new event. Right now, this list encompasses everything that you're pretty much approved for by council to do.
So the domino, if it's here,
So if it's an event that's outside of this list, you guys have to go to council for approval.
but like I said, Domino's is here, all we have to do is then ask to move money around.
We had, we
Mhm.
had
Correct.
Domino's, and we
You
found
guys,
there weren't
They
as
still
many.
playing domino.
yeah, but that's a,
Yeah.
look.
But that's different.
Right, there was, people were going to that, and we're not,
Yeah.
that many were coming.
From
to
what
us,
I'm
we
seeing here,
discontinued
it used to be a very long time ago, you used to have a Domino's
it. We
tournament.
did, we discontinued it when
But
they
you
got the
stopped.
Domino's Club.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so where am I now? Friends before we did comments, my comments from the chair. People have asked if we are going to do more things during the summer because we don't have the bingo. So we're gonna have to either, well, we don't have to, but it'd be nice to maybe add a movie.
Moving,
A
then
movie, something like that,
People love moving.
okay? That's the only thing that.
She can stay.
No, it's just, again, understanding, if we wanted to come up with, let's say, yoga, Zumba classes, or anything like that, how do we bring that to the table?
Yeah. You say, they say, I wanna do this, and we'll vote on it.
Right, but because, again,
Right.
Omar, they had those programs at Robert,
You
Mary
see?
Collins.
You see that at the bottom,
Very
you have the hair thing,
Mary Collins.
because to
program.
me, that would be an interesting thing. And I already reached out when I get to that, I reached out to the city.
And that's good, thank you for sharing that, Yayo, because even if we have those programs, they don't know about it, who knows about that program?
Right, it will be like really Miami Lakers that go to Susan, whatever, cause it's posted everywhere,
Very
the
college.
Zumba, the dancing,
Right.
I think she goes to the art classes.
Yeah.
They have a whole bunch of stuff that's normally done all the time, every week.
Barry Collins, you go by, talk to Ernie. They'll tell you.
Right, we're
Yeah,
looking at my clock.
Walking in the
Looking at my-
Ernie knows.
Ernie
They-
knows.
Okay, so
that's
that's
what they
my
have on
comment.
all of them.
Oh, you know what? We need to do something that I think that would be a nice thing to do. Go to watch one of the geezer games. We should go
Oh,
watch a
yes.
geezer game. He sends me emails all the time, David Oliver.
Yeah.
Oh, David.
And maybe one day, I don't know when we play, we should just.
Mondays and Wednesdays.
We should go out there and
They
hear
go
from them.
Mondays
That'd
and
be a
Wednesdays
lot of
and
fun.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, we should go.
Okay.
Pick a day and we should go.
What day is it? What are we-
Mondays and
Mondays
Wednesdays.
and Wednesdays in the
We got
morning.
like 100-year-old guys.
9 o'clock, I think 9 to 10 or something like that.
He sent me the email.
Attend these geezers are.
Yeah, 1 hour,
That's early, that's.
they don't run, they just
I'll
need,
show you
it's
later.
people kind of softball.
Well, that we can share on the chat, cause that's something to do with
Yeah.
that, right?
Okay,
Oh, that
go
would be
ahead.
cool.
On every, like every Wednesday,
You could be
Monday, yeah.
one of their cheerleaders.
These are
Yeah.
like,
Go
Go
for it.
ahead, Omar.
there's a Miami Lakes run on Wednesday. Right,
A what?
Miami Lakes Run Club.
Oh,
On
okay.
Wednesdays,
Yeah.
and they meet in different places.
Uh-huh.
So if that's something additional that we
Not
can
coming up
invite
for
them.
us. How many runners do you see in our?
It could be walkers, it could be, I mean, I'm
It
just
could
thinking
be, it could
of
be, you're
extra
right, you're
things
right.
for the summer.
Okay.
When it comes to the theater, we have a theater on Main Street.
Yeah, we can do that as well.
I mean, and I know that you guys have been doing
The movie, the movie.
Florida Hill or the Gables.
Oh, he's talking about the actual.
The theater right there. in the-
Oh, you took that theater, theater. We go to movie.
Right,
Right
but we
there.
have, but we have a playhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have, yes, we do have a playhouse.
I
Oh, that maybe will be something for this.
Maybe
summer.
that'll be okay to
Playhouse,
do.
yes, there's- I
Because
haven't heard anything.
Whatever
about
we do, we
it.
have to do the extra thing that we do, we have to do it for the month of July. Because in August, we go back to the buses.
right?
I think the movie, all the elderly women wanna see Tom Cruise.
What movie is that?
Tom Cruise, what is that?
Mission Impossible. Yeah, something mission.
I need that feedback from you guys because I'm gonna assume that's not a PG-13 movie. And the reason I mention is because you guys have previously given me direction to do movies that are PG-13 or PG.
No, but I think
You know where we.
So I would have never
You
looked at
gotta
that.
train
stuff.
your dragon. They'd all
We
like
did
to
see
see.
that.
No,
But there's like
this
a
comes
new
out,
one
a
or
new
something,
one.
right?
No, either
It's
that
not
or
gonna-
Superman, they want to see either
What's his
that
name?
or.
What's his name is in it? The guy.
Who? They
Uh,
wanna see Tom Cruise.
I'm telling you, there's a
And
lot
you
of
can
women
spell
like.
guy.
When do we,
And
when
you
do
must
we
know?
say that we wanna go to the movies? Do we talk about going to the movies now or no?
I don't know. See, I Train Your Dragon, now the movie.
Bueno,
Where are you?
come from the chair.
All business people.
We're in 17.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying Okay. Bueno, I mean, let's do the old stuff before we run out of time.
All business.
Okay, old business. And the bingo was great. Everybody,
Right.
go ahead.
Mission Impossible is PG-13.
There you go.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So when does, I'll look up when it releases while you're
Okay.
talking.
The bingos were great. Everything was calm, right, Maria? It worked out well.
It
no
worked out,
complaints.
and Omar did a great job.
Yeah,
on the
Omar
last
was
video.
great,
Oh my God,
He
great job.
might, if you can come all the time. What's her name didn't show up. There was some
Mori,
confusion on the
Oh.
date.
But yeah, she's,
She's,
didn't show
we
up.
need to
that-
start getting some.
Omar was great.
Yeah.
So Omar might be our bingo guy.
Yeah, he was a bingo, he
I
was a
make you also
DJ.
do-
Why?
Omar as a bingo man.
We have to
Call her
cut.
out, let me talk to her, let her
That's
know
what
what
they're
you're thinking about her doing. I know she'll probably say yes, but you guys can't throw her out at all.
No, she wasn't home now. No, I'm kidding.
She can join.
But you need, yeah.
So you wanna be the bingo guy?
If I'm, I'll commit to being there, and if I'm there, then I'll do it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
I need a backup also for Omar in case.
Let her know, 'cause
Sorry,
we've
gonna
been
talk to
so
her.
many years, we don't wanna just throw
He
her
was
out.
confused about the time, or I don't know what
That's
happened.
why I said, let me talk to her, cause.
Talk to her and tell her that we're
Also,
talking to her.
as a
So
backup.
I'll talk. to
Yes,
her.
a backup, that's what he needs
Well,
so
we
much.
really would like to, for you to be it.
Back up.
I mean, it'd be a shame like I said, she's been doing it a long time, but her health, her physical health,
Yeah.
starting to show. She has a hard time getting there. People sometimes don't understand her. So,
I'll talk.
I mean, everything has,
You have to make it easy, you know, I
Yeah.
wanna make it so she says, oh, that's a
Good.
great idea.
and maybe we should
Tired.
give her,
Something like
I
that.
don't know, something there and,
We should.
yes.
Bouquet of flowers.
Tell her thank you. So that's the bingo. The
How about
sock hop
she
is
gets,
the-
what about she gets to come and play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sock hop-
When is the next bingo, I'm sorry?
August 21st. I think.
21st? 25th.
I mean,
August 21.
That'll go under new business.
The 21.
What?
21st.
It's under new.
Sorry,
I know,
sorry,
but-
sorry.
And let's talk about the time for the bingo.
Well, hold on, let's keep going.
That's under new
That
business.
sock up and then the field trip. Oh,
We're under old
Wait.
business.
I have a receipt from the sock hop. You please pass that down.
yes, ma'am. The field trip was great. Everything. Now new business.
Before you go to the new business, is that people understand about the soccer, the word, the dressing?
No,
Or you
yes
have,
and no.
I don't think
Go
so,
ahead, Marie.
I think so we need to.
Okay, there was a lot of confusion at the sock hop
Yes.
because people don't understand the term
The
sock
term.
hop.
Yeah,
And the
Yes.
other issue is.
That's cultural.
Well, that's.
Yes,
cultural.
that's
But
cultural.
the other issue is, and I do sort of agree with what someone said, that sock hop is too old.
They are old.
Because, no,
Well-
they said too old for them. I
They
had a couple people
dated.
say they would rather do like a disco, or they would understand a night at the disco. They would understand something like, you know, or a sixties tie-dye, they would understand that. They did not understand.
I think it's,
sock hop.
I don't think it's so much the age. Yeah, but I don't think.
Yeah,
it
but
was
we're the elderly
I-
affairs committee, it's gonna be elderly.
I think.
If you don't
that's
get
what
it,
This, I know.
Guys, one at a time. It's okay. These are all fair points. Just let one speak at a
I,
time.
I know that we think fifties is elderly, but just put this in your thought. That if we're doing something from the seventies, we're already, what, 50 years ago?
Yeah, I think it's.
So that is elderly.
Right, no,
You
I
know?
think it's a little bit of both, more culturally.
yes.
Because like I said, to me, I'll be 65, the 16. But I remember, I remember soccer, I did, what was that they, do-si-do, and you did that in middle school?
Coordinator.
We did score that in, but if you didn't grow up here,
That's.
Correct, that's
if I did, but if you didn't grow up here, you
I
don't.
did.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know,
oh, but you're talking about the other.
if you grew up, I don't know, in another country, you don't know what a soccer is, you don't know
That-
what,
That's what I'm saying.
is,
Yeah,
and you would never know.
yeah. A lot of people that were asking me, you know, what is, how we dress,
They
what is
never
going on,
know.
so
They never
maybe for next year we can.
We'll do something more.
Greece.
Socialize.
Greece, they will understand Greece, of course. they will
Some
remember-
will, some won't, because I'm telling you, I ask people all the time, did you see the Sound of Music? They have no clue.
Just do a masquerade.
Correct.
Everybody
We'll
knows
figure it out.
That would be, like you say, the family with.
Okay, so that's that.
That's fine. And it would be fine too.
Playing a luau.
Okay, so you go now.
Like a beach party, come on, like.
Now, new business, we're running, we got 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Just because you guys are throwing ideas for like, I guess, the next one, just so we're all on the same page. Based on previous years, the next one that I have scheduled for you guys is in October. Is that what we're doing? Are you
That'd
guys
be
looking to
Halloween.
keep that? Are you looking to add another one, or you tell me?
No,
'Cause
that's okay.
Now's the time to reserve the space.
So wait, we have money. So we have to use it, otherwise we lose it.
Okay, we're in new business, let's move forward. We
Okay,
can go
we'll
to
get
a
there.
movie, right? We're gonna put a movie.
Yes.
Now, I just looked up Mission Impossible and it already released like
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Good.
The problem is, we're working with the theater and the schedule and the summer. and
I
the kids.
saw him at Publix.
I know, but remember that, but by the time he gives me information, I can never come back to you guys, which is kind of why you guys have always pretty said, whatever releases at PG-13, go for it.
Okay, and do it now. Whatever it releases, we can do in 2 weeks. That isn't. Yes.
How
Think
to
movie.
Train Your Dragon, the live one is with Gerard Butler.
You like-
Would make, I don't,
Yes, you do.
I'm not a movie star, I don't go to the movies, so it doesn't faze me. But I have heard many people are very excited about it because he's in it.
And
And
sexy.
it is.
Very much, yeah.
Oh, I didn't wanna put, you know, see, a lot of
It's not a
people,
bad word.
a lot of people enjoy
Sexy.
seeing Gerard Butler.
Okay, any of these 3
And
movies,
it's coming out this,
right?
Friday.
Is Mission Impossible.
And it's
And
supposed to be really good.
that one, How to Train Your Dragon, or.
The other one that
Superman.
came out. No, there,
Superman.
On Karate Kid.
Oh, no, I don't.
Karate Kid.
No.
no.
Superman, any other movie?
No, the one that just came out with the people say it through.
Which one?
You know, it's good.
Yes, Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, they say, yeah, yes.
They say Lilo and.
Well,
they
the
say-
women's first choice is
No,
Tom Cruise.
it's
You
fine.
find out in the way.
And then like Rotten Tomatoes
Okay.
gave it.
So is it,
I don't like
is the
those.
direction of the committee that you guys wanna plan one of these during the summer? Do you wanna plan?
One for
two?
July,
Do you?
what, the movie?
Yeah.
For at least one for July, because we don't have bingo.
Correct.
I'd
Oh,
say
And when it comes to pricing, how does that?
We
Cause I
have
know.
to go on a Monday, he told me already.
Tuesday.
He
was
told me-
Tuesday?
Oh, okay.
I
You have
saw him
updated
at Publix,
information.
I saw him at Publix, and he told me because of the summer
Oh,
program, we have to do it on Monday. And whatever price it is what it is.
Cause
So
I know,
normally we get discounts, the seniors get discounts on Tuesdays, but now that it's summer, they host like summer camp and stuff, so now we're even more.
cause I've
today.
seen it.
Yeah, sometimes we've gone for
Tuesdays
like
at
$1,
$8,
$2 one time.
But now that brings me to a question for you guys, how much are you guys willing to spend? Because that means it's double the price
What
as
did we
opposed to
spend?
what you were
What
spending.
did we spend last time?
I don't know.
Well, whatever that is.
How
Well, no, I need to know.
Let's see how much we spend, cause I don't
Even
remember.
like the movie.
Why is it double the price?
It was fun.
Because on Tuesdays, the
The
seniors get
senior
a
discount.
discount.
Maybe
Right,
you'll
but-
give it to
but-
us.
Yeah, but what he was telling her was that he could probably.
Maybe
but
he
not
could
on
do it.
Tuesday, on Mondays.
I'll go
Okay,
by
so
the.
the- Well, hold on, here's the spot it puts me in. We're out of this meeting and now I'm going off of the direction of you guys wanna spend the $6 versus
We
the
need
full
to
price.
budget
I need
it
to know from you guys, just two
Okay,
max.
the same
what I
amount
mean?
that we spent last time, and
Exactly. That's exactly.
whatever that was.
But that's exactly what I'm getting at. What if she now goes back and that isn't the case? I'm trying to save you guys from stopping us from doing.
What did we spend last time?
She's looking.
She's looking at.
No, she's talking to
No,
us.
but I-
No, because it'll keep interrupting her.
They will continue until she goes on.
All right,
Okay.
so wait,
Wait.
Yes.
can I say we do 2 in July?
That's what I'm gonna say.
Because we have
Yes.
to use our money,
Oh,
otherwise.
that's
we-
always say turn July, yeah.
We can,
We don't have
we can
nothing else.
July 3rd.
But we have, what do we have? We have baseball too.
July 3rd, we have baseball.
We have
There's only
baseball.
one baseball game this year.
We have baseball, we can fit in a movie, and there's, in the theater. Don't we go to the theater in July?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, no, that's, we can't do
With,
no more. That's
Renee
July
Garcia's
stuff.
office.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
July.
3 events.
July.
So then, the hair thing, I spoke to the people, there's a salon, there's a beauty school right there on, next to 49th Street, between 49 and 50th and 12th Avenue. They will do it for free.
What, they will do what?
They will come for free and give, you can either do a mini facial, they'll do your hair, your nails, and they'll do it for free.
They'll come where?
Good. they do my
They
hair.
can come to us, or we can go to them. Yeah, I sent you an email. I don't know if you got it, you were away. They said to please request information from them because they wanted an email.
30,000 and 49th Street.
I don't know, 40, it's right between 49 and 51. It's right there on the side, next to that, what is that, Pincho Factory or whatever that is out
They
there.
probably want us to come
Right.
there. for
So
their
no, she
equipment.
doesn't care. She says she doesn't care because they need the hours and as long as we give them some kind of a condition. Yeah,
Then bring them here.
I emailed her, I don't know when.
Yeah, I'll-
Right,
We have to-
so they can do mini facials, they can do hands and feet, they can do man
Did
barber.
they say how many, up to how many there were?
Benny?
She wants you to email her and ask that. I think smaller groups or whatever. We has to be somewhere like Susan Collins or even when we know that they have.
It's called the one on
Area.
50th and 12th, it's called Celebrity School of.
That
Beauty.
one.
It's on
Okay.
50,
It's one
90
of,
West 12th.
right.
What is called celebrity?
Celebrity School of.
And
Beauty.
what month are you guys aiming for that?
I don't care, as long as we have time to talk about it, it's no hurry. But some of the elderly people here, I think it will be doing good to have a hair,
Really love that.
you see? Have a haircut, have their nails done to make it their barber.
Yes, that's
I
the
think that
The only
novelty.
thing I'm thinking,
that's
if
gonna be
they
good.
come, if they're gonna have the accessibility.
She says, I think they
the
bring
chairs.
everything, they bring everything. The only thing she asked me if they had running water, and I said everywhere we go, they have running water.
Yeah.
bring them
I'll
here.
request, I'll ask them what their requirements are, so we can
Exactly.
plan for
And
it.
then
I
we
like
can- we know if they can come or if we need
Maybe
to
they
go.
bring a portable one like they do people in the hospitals, if they lay you down and put a thing and do it. I
Let
don't
the
know.
chair know.
Do they do that?
No, they do
Yeah, they
bring,
do it in the hospital too.
they do bring their own stuff, because I used to do facials,
There you go, so.
okay, and I brought my own stuff.
The facial I can see, but how about if they're washing your hair?
They, she told me they can do it.
They
They can bring
Es
it.
voy a
Okay. That's
Humana is gonna give the
attendance. I wanna
Eh?
talk about the attendance.
No?
There's a new, I don't know if everybody read
I've seen
the
it before
rules
when
and
they-
stuff. From now on, if I say something wrong. If you miss 3 consecutive times, and I'm not talking about, I understand that people work so they can't help out in all the other activities, but the meetings are important. If you miss 3 consecutive times without, like Sergio's hurt or whatever, I understand.
Without excuse.
Without a real
Excuse.
excuse, right? And a vacation is a real excuse. We can ask the person that put you here to take you out. So I really will do that because it's not fair for some of us to come and some of us not to come.
And the problem also becomes.
The
is-
quorum.
The quorum.
The quorum. So, okay, somebody's not here. So I hope that you all read and understand that it's important to come. If you're sick, please let me know. You've told me you're sick. I always answer the phone. I know I keep track. Not a big deal. We have a chat. If you're sick, you want to chat, hey, I can't come, I'm sick. I'm going on vacation. That's fine. But it is important for you to please try to come.
Through the chair, because some of those things not be correct, which is why I'm urging you guys to come to the workshop so you are not confused as to what the rules are. The 3 consecutive absences, it doesn't matter if they're excused or unexcused.
Okay,
You
that's
will be
fine.
removed.
1 year.
That's fine.
No, but I'm clearing that up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't matter
Excused or
if they're
not excused?
excused or unexcused.
But like I said-
Per the rules, so please take a look, because I have sent them out. And they are a list kind of to guide yourself on whether they're excused or not. Vacation is not under that.
Well, but it could be if you tell me, like I said, Sergio broke his hip.
It does say, again, me going off of the rules, the committee chair does have sole discretion to classify an absence. However, there is also a section of guidelines. And it does not say
Well,
anything
but
about.
but I understand people have things to do. So I can take into consideration, if you go on a trip with your husband, I'm not gonna say, oh, well, she's been here every time and today she's not gonna go. No, that's not right either. But we have to have people come and we have to have people attend. Yes, Nancy?
I think once you decide what you want us to do regarding absences. I think you need to go down the line tonight quickly. What the process is. Okay, Nancy can't make it. She's got a doctor's appointment. So, well, I call you up and I say, I got a doctor's appointment. Okay, it's excused. It's not excused. So that there's a process. We all know you do this, this, and this. And you get cleared in advance if you can, and if not, then you get to explain yourself at a meeting. There has to be a process that we all follow. Yes.
There is no discussing what the chair wants to do because the rules have already passed.
The rules are there. She sent it out.
The rules have already passed.
They're already out
So if
there.
you guys are absent, all you need to do is let the chair know or let me know that
In
it's.
it.
advance or after.
Well, if you have a car
If
accident.
you're in the hospital, you're not gonna be
I
sending.
understand.
me.
So you have the option of doing it either before.
Well, preferably
Before.
before, if you
Before.
can, if you
I get
can't.
Nancy,
Yeah.
we're adults here. We know what to do, but the thing is that if you never come, and for whatever reason, I don't know what the reason it is, and you don't attend, we will.
It just needs, my point is, everybody's got a different interpretation of what
No.
you're saying.
We have all
No,
minutes.
so go ahead.
Trust me, it happened.
Go ahead, Maria.
So what I'm saying is decide how you wanna do the wording. That's up to you.
No, it's already there.
It's already
She
there.
emailed it out already. It's already out there.
Specifically, the wording is.
Every wording is out there.
Just your edification, Nancy, it was passed and all the committees have the same.
That part I remember, yes.
Okay.
So,
But-
so it is not what she is
Yeah, I'm gonna
saying.
do it. It is what it is. Go ahead, Maria.
I just wanted clarification. I was under the impression that it wasn't just meetings, that it was also
Right,
events.
events, but
So
I,
meaning if you are just blowing off all of our events and you're coming to the meeting, but you're not helping us at any of the events, could you not also be removed?
you
Because I
could,
thought it
you
was
could be.
3 in the entire.
You could, but I
year.
right, you could, but I do understand that people do work 9 to 5, they cannot come.
Right, no.
Right, so that's
I
it.
understand that.
No, but she is right.
Work
She is right. If you don't come to any of our events and you don't come to nothing and you're home sitting down, which I don't know if you're home, but I assume, then you can be removed too.
And I think also, we're a little different than a lot of the other committees.
Yes,
Because we have so many
Right.
events
Yes.
every month.
every month.
That for someone, example, like me, that is running a law firm, or Sarah that has a clock-in job, or Maria that has.
No,
a
we
clock-in
understand.
job,
We're not gonna be,
You
you know,
can't go,
we understand.
you can easily miss in July 3 events, you know?
Yeah, no, that's true.
And that would be 3.
But the meetings to me
consecutive
are more important, because if you don't come here, then
Right.
you
Yeah.
can't
No
say no.
voting.
You can't say no. Well, let's go on, because look at the time and they're out there already.
Yeah.
They're looking in, no?
events. Right, we still
Okay,
have
yes,
30 minutes.
The picture, I want to take, we need to get together and take a picture, because they're gonna do the time capsule thing, whatever that is, the 20. What is that?
That's based on whatever Brian mentioned.
Okay, they're going to do, the city of Miami Lakes is going to turn 25 years old.
Oh.
So they're doing a time capsule. All the committees get to do something. I wanna take a picture of us, a nice picture, saying our names and our stuff, so in 25 years, when they pull this up, they'll say, oh my God, look at these people. That's what I want. So maybe in the next, or we'll pick a day, go out for breakfast or something, and take a really nice picture of us.
Who's taking it? Or is it a portrait in a
No,
studio?
no. Somebody will take it, just was
I
straight.
think of it, I don't think of it.
People would love to take
People do it.
pictures.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, somebody who take a good.
But we
picture.
have to all, like I said, all of us together,
It would be nice to meet at Main Street.
anywhere. We can meet anywhere. We can meet in that.
We can meet for breakfast or something like that.
So go ahead, go ahead.
I think we should, for this picture, all agree on what we are wearing. That be it, yes, at the bottom, like as opposed to like green pants or yellow pants.
As long as the tie is there.
But it goes to the pictures, trust me, I've done family.
Yeah,
photos of
yeah,
lunch.
we can, exactly.
And then there's the one person with red jeans because you said that there should be jeans, and there's this one person sticking out there with red jeans. And it looks
Okay,
horrible.
well, blue jeans and our shirt.
Right.
Everybody,
We've done.
For everybody, jeans or.
blue pants, those blue pants and a shirt. And your shirt.
Like as close to blue jeans as, oh, okay.
Next, for July, we'll set a date. We'll set a date for this, and then we'll take a picture. I think that has to be turned in. You were at the meeting, no?
Yeah, but that's what.
I don't know where it has to be turned in. I think it's, I think the party's in August, no?
I'll just let him know, pretty honest. I'll just let him know it's in December.
Oh, well, then we got time to.
I'll let him know that EAC wants us.
Switching the bathing suit.
No, yeah, that's what he said.
That's nice. That's good.
Okay, guys,
You're
just
for it.
getting on track, cause I need to get you guys out of here. The last item being the budget, so I'm gonna go back to the field trip budget. So we said one movie for July, the cost of the tickets were $7.48, but that was the senior ticketed discount. So let's say worst case scenario, he comes back, he's like, I can't honor that on a Monday. What are you guys willing to pay?
$10 per.
That's what I'm gonna say, $10.
Is that with?
$10, and then
$10.
maybe we'll cut something, instead of maybe giving a hot dog, we can give
Make
a
it motion
popcorn.
$10.
Wait. Are we including $10 plus the snack?
That's what I need to
with
know
the
from you.
snack.
Yeah, we would
I
pay
would-
more, it was more, it was
$20
$20 altogether.
So-
If we have to cut the hot dog out, then they'll get popcorn and soda.
Right.
I say the budget should be total. But that's what we were paying before, 25,
Oh, we pay
because we
$20.
were paying 20 before.
And we have monies,
How many people went to?
a lot.
A
A
lot,
lot.
they love it.
You get like 50,
I like
50 and 60, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$50?
We had 64.
They love it, they
Yes.
love it, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
nice.
60 people.
And
You
it's
love
no
rice.
bus.
You
We
love
had
it.
bus.
Yeah.
We had a.
Yeah.
No bus. We had a walking.
On the walking.
Yeah, we had a full theater, yeah.
I say 25.
25, we got money.
Make a motion.
I say a motion.
Second.
Hold on, what is the motion?
$25 per
$25 per
person.
person.
Budget
To include?
to include any food item. Ticket
And the
and food
ticket and
item
food.
for
Ticket and-
25, that is my budget.
It's on a nice thing.
All.
All in favor?
Discussion.
Discussion.
25 times 60 is 1,500.
$1,500, yeah.
We don't need a bus, remember.
We don't need the bus.
Nancy,
Per person includes entrance, and popcorn and.
Whatever.
And if they want anything else, hey.
Right,
Everybody
I
would
think we
have-
should be
is very
specific
happy.
what that $25
We did.
does pay for. Well, down this end, you guys are all talking the
The
same time
ticket
over there.
And any meal thing, whether it's Coke and a popcorn or a hot dog, Coke and a popcorn,
Right.
it depends on.
Whatever we can fit into that. budget.
$25.
$25 per
What?
person.
These events that we go out and about when you have to rent a bus. We used to get a bus that's got the lift. A lot of people would go think we had the lift because they can't get up that. I
We'll
can't-
add that next time.
And
I'll make
I
note-
don't think it costs us that much more.
It actually does. I don't know why, but they do, because we've
Okay.
asked about it.
Oh,
Can we
okay.
finish with the discussion here because we need to go and we need
Sorry,
to
I
vote.
thought-
You had more
Figure out-
discussion
figure
on
out in the-
no more discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing no nays, motion passes. The budget's $25 per person.
Oh, just do your.
And we're gonna get the bus with the lift and.
Lady
if
Chair,
we can.
But
when
that
is
was
the
for.
theater coming up? What's the date for the
We don't
theater?
have a date to
To-
get
for
for
the-
it.
Have to check.
Can we tell?
No,
them
she's talking
they're
about the
getting
theater.
The theater.
We're gonna get
Yeah, we
here.
do. I think, I wanna say the 21st.
Like the bus that goes to the movie,
Hold
to
on,
the theater,
hold on.
the gate ones. The bus
No,
goes
they
from here.
can't drive.
But who's,
So the Gables one is
how
the,
do they get here?
something we have to read.
What is it? What's his name?
You need a date, one minute.
Wednesday, July 23rd is the Coral
They have
Gables,
their goal.
next
I
year
know.
trip we have.
Okay, that's it.
We're
Wednesday, July 23rd is the.
July 23rd.
I second.
There you go.
To
Yeah.
the